Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today this is going to be vinyl update number 35 I think. I've not got too many records to show in this video. There's a few new reissues, a couple of brand new albums from 2017 plus some CDs as well. But before I get on we're showing that, I just want to briefly talk about a new museum slash exhibition which is on now. It's called the British Music Experience, which is in Liverpool. Went there it would have been last week now. Really enjoyed it actually. I've got a bit of footage now from the exhibition, which I will just put into the video.
The first time I sung and got paid, because I was always being asked, even by just to shut the girls, all my girlfriends at school used to go to the
So yes, as I said, this was in Liverpool. It's in the Goodall building, which is the same place where the Jam exhibition was about the young idea, which I talked about a couple of months ago now. So yeah, it was really good. I thought it was a little bit pricey though to get in. I have to to get in, it has to be said, it was about £16, was the standard adult ticket price, which is a little bit much. I mean, it wasn't too big. The stuff they had on show was really cool. The guys you'd seen there, they had some original Bill Wyman's bass guitars, some Bowie costumes they had, Manny's bass from the Stone Roses, one of Noel Gallagher's guitars. So yeah, it was a real sort of wide range of different different memorabilia what they had. So I would recommend going, maybe wait a couple of months, because it only opened in March, and as far as I know, it's supposed to be permanently based there. So I'm thinking the price might go down once once it's a bit more established in Liverpool. And also I got the audio guide as well, which wasn't too great. Which wasn't too great. That was an extra £3. I could have done without that. It wasn't really necessary. But when I was given that back to one of the stewards, she was saying that Olivia Harrison had been to visit the exhibition, and Olivia had been taken downstairs to another hall, and apparently she was saying that she's got lots of George Harrison archival material, and memorabilia, old guitars, and that she would be interested in putting on a George Harrison exhibition. So yeah, it would be worth waiting for that to come around. Hopefully I'm very excited for that as and when it's announced and and it's started. Yeah, but anyway, I will just now carry on with the vinyl update. I've got 3 CD items to show. The first one here is a copy of David Bowie's Scary Monsters album on CD. Yeah, just thought that like I would like get this one. Like it's a great album, so like it's certainly worth having like on CD. Comes with a little booklet here like as well, like as do like all of like the Bowie CD reissues. I think like the ones which I've been getting there like the 1999 remasters, so like I'm not sure like if like these like are like sort of like highly thought of like remasters like in terms like of like Bowie fans, and that like whether these are like the best ones like to get, like or whether like there's other like reissues like which are slightly better, like whether like my like experience of these like are like very good. So yeah, this is Bowie's Scary Monsters album on CD. Another one I got at the same time as that, it was I think like a 2 for £10 deal like in HMV. It is The Cure's Greatest Hits. Now I have got one of their albums called Ahead on the Door. I think like a few people have like been like asking me to like review like a Cure album. Like that's the one which like I will be doing. Like maybe like in like the next few weeks or so. Like again, this one comes out with like a wee booklet, not too much like with like the artwork wise, but some brilliant songs I got here though, like just covers that they're like just covers like their classic material. Like you get 19 tracks on here. So yeah, this was a pretty good one to get, and The Cure's Greatest Hits. And then the next one is a brand new release, which is Paul Simon's The Concert in Hyde Park. Now I like mistakenly like bought like the Blu-ray version. Like it came out like on like Blu-ray and like DVD. Like I like got like the Blu-ray one, I think because it was the only one like up on like pre-order like on like Amazon like when it was like first announced. Like whether like I like do like prefer like DVDs like just because like I could play them like on like my laptop, and like also like and also like in like non like Blu-ray players like as well. So this is like what you get with it here. You get 2 CDs with it, which I haven't listened to yet, like I have to admit, so like I can't like comment like on like audio quality and that, but you just get like your 2 wee CDs here, nice sort of fold out here, another CD in there, plus you get DVD, of course, like all like Blu-ray with it, which I've watched like, and like it's fantastic quality, absolutely brilliant, like great watch. And then you also get a little booklet as well, which just looks like this here, like pictures like from like the concert and that. So yeah, pictures from the concert and that. So yeah, this is like really fantastic. Like this was like the I think the 30th anniversary of Graceland tour, so like he does like pretty much most of Graceland like with like the original like musicians, like including Lady Smith, Black Moon Bazzo, and like also where is he, like there's a wee picture of him, guitarist like Ray Pirry, like who sadly like recently like passed away like last month. So yeah, like another like sad loss there like for music. But yeah, like anyway, a fantastic concert here, Paul Simon. This was filmed in I think 2012, so yeah, a little while getting this issued like on DVD. Okay, so now a couple of records, like used records here. Like these ones, like all of like the used ones here, like are from like my uncle's like collection. Like again, like I was down like at like my grandparents' house, so like they've got like all of like his like old records there. Like that's like how like I got like the Smiths records, like what I have, and like various like other artists like as well. So like I was down, like I got like a few more like of like the records like which were like in like their loft, starting with a couple of records by Simple Minds, like a band like who like I'm not too familiar with. Like I have heard that they are like pretty good here. This is called New Gold Dream, which I'm not sure if this is like a greatest hits album like or not. Like it's called 81 to 82, 83 to 84. So oh yeah, like I'm not sure like if like this covers like a period of time, like or whether like it is like actually like a studio album. Just comes in a sort of gold inner sleeve, and the record label looks like this here. So yeah, like I have like I've like listened like to like these albums. They're quite sort of like similar like to U2, like in like many ways, like similar kind of like stadium rock sort of sound. Like they weren't nearly like as successful like as U2 though. So yeah, next one is called Sparkle in the Rain, which is yeah a slightly later album I think than that, 1983 this one is actually. So yeah, like I'll just show this one again quickly. Nice sleeve design there, and then the back of it looks like that, and the record label is that one there. And then a 12-inch single from that album, Waterfront here, which is, yeah, like as I said, like 12-inch single, just like it is what it is basically. Yeah, you've got the Hunter and the Hunted like on like the B-side as well, so yeah, like cool to get that as well. And then I've also got all three of Lloyd Cole and the Commotions albums here. Like like last month, like I picked up like his like greatest hits, really loved it, so like I thought that like I would like try and like get like some of like his albums, and like luckily enough, like my uncle like had like all three of them. So start off with the debut like from 1984, I think, yeah 1984. This is the Rattlesnakes album, and this is brilliant, a great album. Like sort of like a lost classic like in like many ways. You've got like Perfect Skin on it, Forest Fire, so yeah, some great tunes like on here. Inner sleeve looks like this as a picture like off like the band, and the record is on this sort of label here. So yeah, they're not in brilliant condition, these. Like there's like a few wee scratches, like thankfully it like doesn't like affect play though, but yeah, like they're not perfect copies, these, but like I can't like really like complain like when I got them like for free. So yeah, there's that one, which is the debut album. Then the following year they put out this one, which is called Easy Pieces, which I've just been listening to, really loved it. Like this is a little bit more sort of like poppy like direction, but there's still some great songs in here. Where are they here? Like Lost Weekend, that's a classic. You got like Cut Me Down, Brand New Friend. So yeah, some great tunes like on here. This was produced by Clive Langer and Alan Winstanley, who like I think like also produced like Elvis Costello's albums like in like the 80s, and like also I think Tears for Fears as well, like they were like linked to as well. So yeah, it's like the record label, which is quite nice. And like in a bag here, I don't like this though, like where like they just print off like the lyrics like just like plain like text, like no formatting, like that's like a little bit like annoying, like you can't like, it's a bit like hard to follow like as well. So yeah, there's that one there. And then their final album, which I think is often regarded as like their weakest album, from 1987, I think, we have Mainstream here. So yeah, like there weren't too many big hits on this album. I think like you've got Jennifer, She Said on it. I think My Bag was also on like the Greatest Hits album. Like apart from that, like there's not much else like on here. So this one comes with a lyric insert, which is quite nice. Like nice, it like comes with that. Pictures like off like the group on there, and then the record label like pretty much like a simple like as like pretty much there like as simple as you can get, just like black and white like on like both sides. So yeah, that's me now, got a complete Lloyd Cole and the Commotions collection. Okay, so now looking at some new vinyl, like some new like reissues here. First one is Morris's album Vauxhall and I. Now this is a reissue, like of course, like as I said, I forget what year this reissue came out. I think 2014 it says. This was very cheap, like on like Amazon, but like I think like I bought this one like on like HMV's like website, like direct, like actually, like very quick, like actually, and like also and also about £12 or something. So yeah, like a great price here. Unfortunately though, like with this reissue, like Morrissey's decided like to change like the packaging completely. Like this back photo here, like it's much more recent, it's much more like recent than like when like the album came out. Like this is like a 90s album, like whether like these pictures like are like sort of like contemporary pictures, like as is this one here. So yeah, like I really don't like how he's changed about how like he's changed about like with like the actual album artwork. Like thankfully the cover like is like the same, like whether like it is just like a bit strange like seeing like sort of like 50-year-old Morrissey there compared to like sort of 30-year-old Morrissey like on like the cover. There's like the inner sleeve, and the record looks like this here, which is quite a nice like parlophone label design, like quite like heavy vinyl like as well, like I think like 180 grams. So yeah, like this is like good, like also like a really great album here. You've got brilliant songs in here, such as Now My Heart Is Full, The More You Ignore Me, The Closer I Get, what else, Hold On To Your Friend. So yeah, there's some great songs in here. Like certainly one of his better solo albums here. Got a couple of new David Bowie albums. First one is Heathen, which is from 2002, I believe. This is a recent reissue, like again, like sort of like a budget reissue here, like on like this new sort of like We Are Vinyl label. Like I've seen like a few like new pressings like on like this label like going about here. So yeah, like here it is. A non-gatefold copy, like I'm not sure like whether original copies like were gatefolds. You do get like this nice insert though, which just has sort of lyrics on it and sort of various abstract artwork on it, which is interesting. And then the record is in like a nice lined bag, which is really cool. So yeah, again, just sort of says Heathen on it. Listened to this, I think, once, and like I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was as good as like the next day. Like, I thought it was a little bit better than Black Star, which I wasn't huge on. Like again, like I'm like in like the minority there. So yeah, like not a bad album here. Like you've got songs like Everybody Says Hi, which was one of the singles, and like Slow Burn, I think as well, like might have been like a single from it as well. So yeah, like a not a bad album here, Heathen by David Bowie. Then I also managed to pick up this one, which was on Amazon, like again, like for about £14, like a double live album, live at Nassau Coliseum in 1976. So like the Station to Station tour, which is probably my favourite Bowie album. So so like I thought that it would be good to get this, like the tour, like which I supported that album here. Like again, like a live recording here, like double live album. So like he does like great track lists like on here, like Station to Station, Suffragette City, Queen Bitch, Life on Mars, Changes, like all like off like his big hits, like up to like this point in time. There's a really nice gatefold to it, and I could just show like one off the records here because they are like both the same. Like again, just in like these nice like lined sleeves, and like they all just like look like this here. Like again, like 180 gram vinyl. So like this sounds like pretty good, like I have to say. So yeah, a great live album here from David Bowie. I think my first live Bowie album actually. I could be wrong there. Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure like if like I've got like any other of his live albums, but yeah, certainly this is like one of like the better ones, live at Nassau Coliseum in 1976. And then like also when I was down in Liverpool, like for like that British music experience and like thing, like I also picked up this one which I got in HMV, which is the Kinks album, Everybody's in Showbiz. Now this was reissued I think in like late 2016, it says, like on like the back here, like where like I just like never like picked it up, like I kind of like delayed getting this one. Like I mean, like it isn't like widely thought of like as like the Kinks like best album here, like or like one of like or like one of their best albums. However, there are some great songs on it, such as Celluloid Heroes and Sitting in My Hotel, like Supersonic Rocket Ship, like it's pretty fun as well. So yeah, like there's some good stuff on here. Like however, you also get with this two more records, which include a live album and like also like I think like some demos and stuff. So yeah, like this is like really cool, nice sort of like glossy like cover like as well, like where like the stars are, and like same like on like the front there, like the Kinks like is all sort of glossy, and that's yeah really lovely package into this. Nice gatefolds as well, like off them on stage, and like as I said, a triple vinyl set here. Comes with this insert. You actually get two inserts for this, which is nice. And the records are all the same, I think, just on this RCA Victor label. So yeah, like this was like pretty nice to get. Like again, like not too expensive like with this one. But I can manage like to get this one like on like the HMV sale. So yeah, a pretty good album here. Like as we said, like not one off like the Kinks' best, but certainly like not like the worst like I've heard like from them. Okay, so now the last two records are both brand new releases from like 2017. Like I say brand new, like with like this first one, like it has been out like a good few months. but like I finally picked up. It is the Stone Foundation album called Street Rituals. Now the reason why I bought this one is because it features Paul Weller very, very heavily like on it. Like he like produced that whole album, and like also like plays like on like and like also plays on like most of like the songs, like sings like lead vocals like on like quite a few like of these tracks, like, such as like Your Balloon Is Rising and Back in the Game. So yeah, like there's some great stuff on here. Like it's kind of like, it's quite sort of smooth, like jazzy sort of like flavour to this one here. Quite sort of style cancel like influence like on here. Like I like they are like a great band like as well. Like the lead vocalist like is like a great singer. Like I'm not sure like off like his name. But like yeah, like you get the lyrics on like the back there. Okay, so I'll now just show you like the vinyl records here. Like here's like the inner sleeve. Like you can see like Paul Weller there and like that. So yeah, like he was like as I said, like very like heavily involved like with like this record. Like, and like apart from that, like it is like a brilliant album like as well. Like you also get like some like other like great songs, like Limit Off a Man like is fantastic, and like Street Rituals, the title song itself. So yeah, there's some great stuff like on here, which I would certainly recommend like to anyone like you like is like mildly like interested like in like Paul Weller, like all like this sort of like style of music. Yeah, it is a brilliant album here, Street Rituals by Stone Foundation. Okay, so now the final record is one which was recommended to me like by like a couple of people, like including like my very good friend like James Lobban, vinyl collector James. Like, and I think like it was actually Ben Simpson like who got James like into like this band. Like it is the Stripes, and like I've got like their new album called Spitting Image. Now these guys, like I had like heard of them like before like this album like came out, because like when like they started, like they were only sort of about 16 years old or something, like very young. So like very young, so like they got like a lot of like attention like when like the first like album came out, like, and like was like really great. So this is like the third album, like as I said, like and like this is like fantastic. Like I mean, like I hear like a lot of like Elvis Costello here, like a lot of like the Jam and like the Who, like sort of like 1960s and like 70s like new wave like influences. Like I just think like that guy like who's like the drummer, like I forget his name, like they basically like just look like the Clash, like kind of like it's that sort of like sort of like punky, like slightly sort of like mod like image, which is great. Like and like the music like is fantastic. Here's like the inner sleeve, and like what I think is like really cool is like with the songs they've put like the guitar chords for them, which is just brilliant. Like I think like as like a guitarist, like for me like it's like great, like it's like a great touch that like putting like the guitar chords like on like the songs, like so like I can like play along with them and that. Here is the record label, which is like again like a nice like sort of like two-tone label like on it. Like I have like some brilliant songs on here, such as like Behind Closed Doors. You've got Grin and Bear It, which is like again like another sort of like fantastic song, like quite Who like influenced that track there. You got Black Shades, Over Red Eyes, Oh Cruel World, which is kind of like a sort of gritty like bluesy track. So yeah, like a lot of like variety like on this album. Like certainly like think like this band like will go like a long way. So yeah, that's the Stripes, their album Spitting Image. So yes, that concludes today's vinyl update video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you all for the next video. Goodbye.
Deep in the tracks, she created the sun, the moon, and the sound of the